Hey y'all, it's Vicky and welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a collab with Linda. Josephine's Daughter is her channel, and Jackie Blue and Jackie Blue Beauty Tips is her channel. We are doing this in the same line as to what KathysBeautyCareChats did with Happiness Sparkles, and they did it in a collab. This is our drugstore starter kit video, and I hope that you will continue watching and see what all that I recommend from the drugstore and what I would tell you to start with if you came to me and wanted to know where to start with makeup, or if you wanted to know where to start with your daughter, granddaughter, son, grandson, whoever, and they were wanting to get started to play with makeup and they didn't want to spend a lot of money. So I hope you'll keep watching. Okay, I'm going to start off with some Wet n Wild products. That's what I have in here, a lot of Wet n Wild and maybe some others. But anyway, I believe you could go to Wet n Wild and buy anything you needed that would do you to start with. Okay, the first palette, well, this is the only palette I'm going to show you from Wet n Wild. This is the Nude Awakening palette. This is supposed to be similar to Soft Glam by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't know, I don't have that palette, but anyway, I do like this. This is the palette I am wearing today, and I wore it several times this week, so this palette I highly recommend. The formula is great. It lasts all day. It's very easy to blend. It doesn't transfer. So this would be a great, and they do have others in this line that you might like better, but this is just the one that I have. Okay, the foundation that I use from Wet n Wild, there's two actually that I use, but this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy formula. I also have the matte formula. I keep it at work, but I have the dewy on today. That's what I'm wearing today. So you can see it does give me a nice glow. And either one of these foundations, I have no qualms with. I definitely recommend them for anyone. You know, there's always a chance though it might not work for you, but I do love this foundation from Wet n Wild and the other one. The other one probably works better for oily skin, and then this one works good for dry to normal skin. Okay, the other thing I have in here from Wet n Wild is the bronzer stick. I love these. I also am wearing this today. I put it on before I put on my foundation, but this is just a great stick to have. I think it is as good as any of them out there from any high-end brand. And then, let's see what else I got in here that's Wet n Wild. Okay, I have the blushes. Now the blushes have changed. They've changed packaging. I think they're round now instead of square, but this is one of the blushes I have. This one is Mellow Wine. I'm not sure if this one is still out, but they have something similar. They like to rename stuff too. And then this is a highlighter by them. This is Precious Petals. This was a limited edition, but I know they have something very similar to this. So that's the one I'm wearing today. Let's see if I got anything else in here Wet n Wild. I don't see anything. But you know, their lipsticks are good. I've got several of them. I just don't have any here in front of me right now, but I have used their lipstick several times. They have one that is supposed to be a dupe for the Pat McGrath. I don't have it. I've seen it. It has kind of the same packaging, but I think it's lips instead of, well, I'm not sure. It might be a heart. I don't know. I've just seen it in there, but I've never bought one. Couple bucks, maybe. I don't know. Okay, the primer I use today is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. You know, this to me is just as good as Tatcha's. Some may disagree with me, but for me, it's just as good. They also have some other formulas in that now, and I haven't tried them, but if they're anything like this, you know, they've got a luminous one. I think they have one that's more pore filling than this one is, but I've not tried it. But this is a great one. And then, of course, the other primer I like that you can't walk into Walmart or get it or Target, but you can order it online and it's relatively inexpensive, is the No Problem. And this is from Touch de Sol. This one I've seen on several high-end channels that they use, and I love it. And this lasts forever. Okay, we're going to move on to e.l.f. products that I use from e.l.f. besides that primer is, here is the Putty eye primer. I like this pretty good. This is not a MAC paint pot. I don't know if that's what they were trying to get, but it's not. It's all right. I would rather have the Milani eye primer, which I didn't bring out, but I do have that one. And I think WetnWild even has one that I might use over that one. But the Putty primer is all right if that's all you could get. Nothing wrong with it. It's just not my favorite. Okay, another concealer I like from e.l.f. is this is the camo hydrating one. They also have the matte one, but I prefer the hydrating one. Excellent. It's got the big doe foot applicator, like Tarte Shape Tape does. I'm not gonna say it's Tarte Shape Tape. I don't know. I just know that I like this better than Tarte Shape Tape. Oh, here's the Milani eye primer. Here it is. It's almost empty. Okay, I think I've got some more e.l.f. in here. Okay, the e.l.f. brow pencil is what I'm wearing today. Couple bucks, nothing wrong with it. This is in brown, I think. That's what it looks like. Love it. Nothing wrong with it at all. It's probably not as long lasting as some people would like, but there's nothing wrong with it. You know, I think it's a great place to start. And especially, okay, say for instance, your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, say, oh, let's just grab a change of clothes and go somewhere. And you don't have time to get your makeup, but then you get there and you want to put on makeup. You could easily go into the stores and get this relatively easily. Now, of course, if you only had a Dollar General to go to, Believe Beauty. You can buy everything you need from Believe Beauty. And I love all their products. Their palette, the one I had, crumbled, but other people I know have bought one and it's not crumbled, so I just got a bad one. But for one night, 2 nights, they're fine. They're cheap, $4 maybe. Okay, do I have anything else in here from e.l.f.? You know, I've got some lipsticks from e.l.f. that I love. Oh, the powder, the under eye setting powder that I said. Love this. Love, love, love it. There's 2 or 3 different versions now of it. The one I actually prefer is the one in the square pan. And I think it's leaked in my Amazon store, but that is the best one. Now these right here, I know I say right here too much. They're not as, it's not as brightening, I don't believe. Well, it might be. I don't think it is though. The other one, square, says HD, I think under eye setting powder, and these are just, I think, under eye setting powder. But love them, love them, love them, love them. These little mini little bite size, I think what they're called, palettes. I have the pink one and this one. Love them, love them, love them. I love to use this blue one just to sometimes give me a pop of color. Nothing at all wrong with them. Now, don't expect them to be the bite-sized ones. I know they're not high-end, but for $3, you can't beat them. The pink one I got, I like it, but I just don't, with my hair this color, I don't like it as well. I wore it the other day and I wasn't happy with the look all day, so that's why I didn't bring that one out. But if I went back totally blonde, I probably would like it. But anyway, I like this one especially because it gives me that pop of color. I think there's a pumpkin one. I don't have that one, but that one might be a good one to look at. All right, what else we got in here? That is from e.l.f. I think that's it. Okay, we'll move on. Okay, the only thing I brought out from Believe Beauty is the brow stylus brow glue. This is in taupe. Nothing wrong with it. No, it's not 24 hours like Benefit, but it's good if you needed something in a hurry, needed something just to learn. Great thing to have. All right. Now, eyeliner, to me, NYX, nothing compares to these NYX Epic Ink Liners. I know a lot of you don't like liquid liners. As far as pencil liners from the store, NYX does make some good pencil liners. I believe L'Oreal has some that are pretty good. I just don't buy them. I like this. Now the L'Oreal one, you know I love, is the Smoldering. I prefer brown, but these you can only find black now. And I don't know if anybody has them now but Walmart. But these Smolder ones, of course, that's what I got on today, along with the Epic. And I could wear this. This could be my only eyeliners and I'd be happy. Okay, now Maybelline. Of course, Maybelline, I love their mascaras. These two, these are the Lash Sensational, and this is the Lash Sensational Sumptuous. These two, love them. This one right here is pretty much a tube-in mascara. When it comes off, you can see the little tubes on your cotton swab. So, and I don't know anybody that mentions that, but to me, now it's not as tube-in as, say, that Trish McAvoy, or I don't have the Thrive one, so I can't compare it, but this does come off in the little tube-like things. It's rather easy to get off, to be honest. And what else do I have Maybelline in here? Of course, Maybelline Lipsticks, one of my favorite formulas. This is the Peach Buff if you want a nude. Of course, the matte ink stays. This is the one I grabbed up real quick. This is the, I like to wear this in the winter. Love it, love it, love it. They've got the coffee colors coming out. I didn't see them today, but they're coming out and I can't wait to get those. And let's see what else we got. Okay, bronzer. Of course, I didn't bring out the Milani Bronzer. The Milani Bronzer is awesome. The Revlon Color Stay Bronzer is awesome. I'm not a fan of the Physicians Formula bronzer butters. For whatever reason, they just don't work on my skin. Of course, concealer, brightener, nothing compares to the Maybelline Age Rewind. If Maybelline ever does away with this, they'll be in trouble. Okay, another mascara that I like is the L'Oreal ones. This is the Voluminous in the green. And then this is the Telescopic, if you want to make your lashes longer. Of course, I have several. Drugstore. The CoverGirl Exhibitionist is another favorite. The CoverGirl Clump Crusher is a favorite. I thought I had it over here, but I guess I put it up. Okay, the Fit Me Powder from Maybelline. This is the one. Either the loose or the matte. I mean the pressed. And then, of course, I mentioned the Colourpop in some of my haul. You know, if you go into an Ulta, you would find that. This is the Colourpop blush. That is awesome. All their blushes are good. Of course, Maybelline, the Fit Me blushes are great. And then highlighter, of course, I went with that one from WetnWild, but Maybelline also has some good highlighters. And this here, I'm trying to catch myself, is from Sleek. You would have to order it now. You can't get it in the stores unless your store might carry Sleek now, but I think all of them's online now. But this highlighter, nothing beats this highlighter palette. You've got a cream and then powder in here. This runs $14, and I would recommend this to anyone that is wanting to start to play with highlighters, because there's several different options in here. You can learn to play with cream. Won't cost you a lot, but you know, one year this was Jaclyn Hill's favorite highlighters, and that's when I bought it. And I mean, nothing compares to it as far as I'm concerned. I could have this highlighting palette and all that would be all I need. So I think that's all I've got. Of course, well, these Revlon lipsticks, these are the longer lasting ones, Color Stays, that are matte. This is Wild Thoughts. I like this one. And then I did mention the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation is almost perfect. It's a good formula. You know why I don't like it. I hate the doe foot after layer. That's it. I wish they put it in a tube. But I know this is a nice bottle and all that stuff. And I think the reason they don't put it in a pump is because the pump might get clogged with the formula. So that's why I say put it in a tube. But anyway, that's enough of that. Okay, if you want to go just a little bit higher in on the drugstore side at Ulta. But if you catch it on a sale, it won't be this much. That's Juvia's Place. This is the Juvia's Place foundation. This is a full coverage foundation. So if you're looking for, if somebody needs a full coverage eye with lots of colors to choose from, I would recommend it if you were going to Ulta or if you wanted to order something from Ulta. Great foundation. It's not cakey on me or anything, but it is full coverage. I know some people think they like full coverage and then when they get it, they don't. But it is full coverage, but one coat or one layer is all you need. Fantastic. Of course, brushes, Real Techniques, Eco Tools brushes, the motor brushes that you can get at, I want to say Food Line, the grocery store, at Walmart. And I'm sure there's some brushes at Target too. Target's probably brushes. I don't have a Target, so I can't say. But anyway, Eco Tools and Real Techniques brushes are awesome at the drugstore. Of course, if you're at Ulta, look at the Morphe brushes. I don't have any issue with Morphe brushes. I know sometimes I get mad at the company, but their brushes, to me, are good for the money. Don't expect them to be, you know, the high-end Wayne Goss brushes or, you know, those, but they're good for what you get. So, as far as, I didn't talk about sunscreen, and I think it's important. Of course, you know, I love the CeraVe. I also like the Australian Gold, and then, of course, the Misha BB cream that you can order from Amazon. It's not that expensive. Great for sunscreen, 50 plus. The CeraVe that I use is 30, and the Australian Gold that I kind of had got away from, but I mean, it's fine. It's just, I like to move on, you know, is $12, something like that. And you can even find that at my grocery store now. So with a little bit of tint, that's a good one. And if you have dry skin, it's too dry for you, mix it in with just a tad of oil, and you'll get rid of that dryness. So that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed this video. I went over my time, but that's all right. So thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to go watch Linda and Jackie's videos. And I hope you have a great day. And I'll see you later. Love you. Bye.